Good morning, you guys. Welcome to another episode of the First and 10 NFL New York Jets podcast. How you doing this morning, brother?
Oh, shoot. Woke up with COVID.
Oh,
I'm freezing right now. That's why I'm wearing this heavy jacket indoors. But other than that, I'm good. Um,
you ready?
I
You ready?
yeah, I have a lot to say on the solid thing, and I believe you and I are in agreement. But maybe it's just me, Kevin. I'm becoming an old curmudgeon. I was surprised at all the sympathy for Salah.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's like they're used to having him around. I mean, the guy's been here, what, 3.5 years?
Yeah.
This is his fourth year. So, I mean,
So
I
Kevin,
understand. Sympathy from who, though? The players or outside the
well, the
organization?
fan base, from what I mean, maybe I'm just
Nah, no, no, no.
listening.
Listen, when you got that kind of record, it's time to go.
I understand, but I feel like the fan base feels like, and then maybe I'm just listening to the wrong people or following the wrong people. I feel like the fan base thought he got screwed. Why? Because Woody did
Yeah,
something out of the norm and decided I'm not going to waste another fucking year. I'm
th
going to
th
end this bullshit now.
everybody said they made him the scapegoat because it was really Hackett that should have gone. So,
But
but
you know what?
listen, your record, in the words of Bill Parcells, you are what your record says you are. Period. You
You
are
know
what
what,
you
Kevin?
are.
Here's what I'm going to say to that. It's kind of like, you know what? You're only apologetic once, like you'll do something wrong, and then once you get caught, you're apologetic, right?
Yeah.
So if now everyone feels like, oh, Salah got a raw deal because he was a gunner, then why didn't he fire Hackett 2 weeks ago? I said to you, Kevin, I don't know how many times I said to you, this man, by being friends with the coaches, being friends with the players, never holding people accountable, they're gonna get you fired.
You always got to remember it's a business. Always.
It's like if you're the foreman on the construction site and you bring in your people and your people are not getting the job done and you're not firing or you're not making heads roll, it's going to cost you your job.
And I mean, I think in season had a lot to do with it. That's like totally out of the norm for Woody, right? Out of
That's
this,
what I'm saying. I think I have props to Woody for doing something different and saying, you know what? I'm not going to sit this out another friggin' year. He said it. This is the most talented team
yep.
he's ever had. He wants to
Because
waste another year of football on this?
what you're doing is not working.
No.
No.
No. And Kevin, in all honesty, if Woody would have grown a pair last January, we might not have been in this mess. This team
Hmm.
is too talented. And I'm sorry, Kevin, we've said this a ton of times. You can't draft guys in the first 3 rounds like a Malachi Corley and not play him, not find a way to get this boy out on the field.
They do it
I'm
over and over and
sorry.
over again.
I'm sorry. That's coaching. You don't have a game plan or you don't have it in your head how you're using this man. You drafted him third overall. I'm sorry, Kevin. Like, I don't feel the sympathy. Maybe I'm just becoming an old
No,
curmudgeon. I'm sorry.
I mean, I listen. I felt bad for the guy when it happened. You feel bad for anybody that loses their job, right? I mean, it's just a human part of it. But as far as a head coach, you stink.
Yeah.
It's time to
Yeah.
go. Nice
You know?
guy, terrific family guy, great family, but you're not doing your job.
Oh, I agree. Like,
You're 20 and 36.
I,
It's
yeah.
time to
But
go.
but that's what I'm trying to say, Kevin. The human side of me, you never want to see anyone get fired. But the football fan in me said he had to go. I
Has to.
don't feel sympathy in that
Nope.
way.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Like this team
Listen,
was disgustingly bad. And then you look at the coaches that were hired along with him, like Dan Campbell, who's rocking it, who's really rocking it, and we're still sitting in the basement.
and you hear, well, he hasn't had a quarterback for 3 years. All right. But
Yeah. And the
Good coaches figure out a way.
That's what I agree, Kevin. I agree. He has, and isn't it funny you say that? He hasn't had a quarterback, right? But the and I said this to you last week, and I'm going to say it again because I felt like they should have built around this kid and sold that draft pick for Zach Wilson and built a fucking empire. Isn't it funny, Salah? Your first loss, Sam Darnold. Your last loss, Sam Darnold. Who's laughing? You know?
Who's
Meanwhile,
laughing now?
Meanwhile, Sam Donald's 5-0, and he's leading USC out onto the field yesterday because he's got the bye week. He's Big Sam now, and we're still wondering who's our quarterback. Now you're starting to hear people say, "Oh, Rodgers is looking like he's 40. Rodgers is looking old. Oh,
All right.
Rodgers is looking banged up. Oh, Rodgers is looking like he's on his last leg." And you know what? If these are all true statements, Kevin, where are we going next year for a quarterback?
First of all, I don't buy that.
No, neither do I, but we have to say it. We have to put it out there. If these
Well, yeah.
statements are true, Rodgers is looking old. Somebody told me what somebody said yesterday. Rodgers has one coach in 20 years. He's now had two in 16 months.
Welcome to the Jets.
Yeah, yeah. We take gold and turn it into shit.
Welcome to the Jets.
So props to Woody for finally saying, you know what, I'm not
Absolutely.
gonna let another football year go by.
Go
I'm
by.
not gonna wait until next year
It's like or week 10.
when
Or
you're done. I know.
right, yeah.
I know.
And then say coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Yeah. Now, Kevin, maybe Saleh used to do this too. I don't know, but I like the fact that Ulbrich went around and hugged everyone like Rex Ryan and went over to check out everybody, make sure how everyone was doing and whatever. I like the fact that, he knows they got to change it up. They're not sitting on their laurel. I like the fact that he has head coach aspirations and he's going to fucking try to show what he can do in the next 12 weeks. Because for us as Jet fans, Kevin, forget the first 5 games. The season starts tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. And our goal is 8-4 or 9-3. That's how we
Listen,
have to look at it.
it's all in front of you, man. I mean, when was the last time in week 6 we're playing at home against the Bills for first place in the division? When was the
Yeah.
last time that happened?
Yeah.
I
Was
can't
that
even
that
remember. I can't
was
even
that
remember.
was that maybe the Sanchez butt fumble game? Weren't
Could have
we
been.
tied for first or something? I can't remember the stats or the
Yeah, that
numbers
was
back then.
see, but
Yeah,
if
no,
it
I
was
get it.
pronounced and it happened all the time, you'd remember.
Yeah, no, I get it, Kevin. I get it. I get it.
And
I get it.
we know, you guys know, he knows, I know. This game tomorrow night is a typical setup for us. How many times we get, oh yeah, this is it. We're gonna do it this time. First place on the line, division rival, Monday night football, under the lights, everything in front of you. And what do we do? All the time. All the time.
Well, here's what I'm worried about. You see, I think they come out fired up tomorrow night.
Yes.
Whether it's for to show everybody that they support this new staff, whether it's to show Salah they still love him and they miss him. My worry is what they do the following week in Pittsburgh on Sunday night, because you're talking about
Mm.
back-to-back
Yeah.
primetime games.
Do you get emotionally spent tomorrow night and come the following weekend in Pittsburgh, you lay an egg? I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, and this is typical Jets. I'll be honest with you, Kevin. I don't think they're going to win tomorrow night, but usually when I don't think they're going to win is when they win. So here's what I'm going to say as a Jet fan. They win tomorrow night. Some of the sports media guys get back on the bandwagon and start waxing poetic about them. And now it's all in front of them. And they're playing a Steeler team who really can't score on offense. Good defense, but can't score on offense. And they lay an 8 next Sunday. And we're back to square one. Second place, 3-4 going.
Yeah.
Where is this
Yeah.
season going?
Yep. Yep. We've seen it before. We've seen it before. And honestly, I think they're going to win tomorrow night. I
All
think they
right,
got a
good.
shot.
Yeah.
If you're I think they're catching the Bills at the right time.
You're probably right about that. 100% on that one. You're probably right on that.
I think it's the big factor is it's here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. It's going to
And
be
it's
loud.
and it's
80,000.
Monday night,
Yeah.
and this is also you would think it's a little like full circle for Rodgers. Monday Night Football, the
Yeah.
Bills.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, I didn't even think of that. I did not even think of that. I guess that's what COVID does to you. I didn't even think of that, Kev. I
Yeah,
didn't
this
even think
should
of
be
that.
full circle for you, dude. This is where it ended last year
Yeah.
for you
Yeah.
after four plays.
I think I'll be honest with you, and I'm always against Woody. Like I don't like the fact that, and I understand maybe like I said I'm getting older, but everyone thinks it's cool. Like he's walking around sporting the chains. He puts 4 days in advance what uniforms we're wearing, blah blah blah. I don't know. Maybe I gotta change my ways with that. But I'm so happy Woody did this and didn't let us Jet fans and himself as an owner say, I'm gonna wait it out. I'm gonna ride it out. We had too
Mhm.
many of those is with Gase, with
Yeah.
Kotite, with a
Yes.
ton of like, I'm tired with that. We're not riding it out. I think this was a good change, and I'm hoping it sends shockwaves through the organization, like, ho ho, let's go. Accountability. It already started with
That's
Woody
it.
firing Sala.
It's
It
all you've
already,
heard. It's all you've heard is that word, accountability.
yeah.
Accountability.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Let's see tomorrow night. Be accountable.
Kevin, when you're hearing that word, Rogers said it on TV. Williams said it last week to Janae Coakley. What is that? What did that tell you then? That no one was ever accountable? So did Woody grab the fucking jet plane by the steering wheel and said, I steer this ship. Accountability starts now. He gone.
Well, I was listening to some of the pregame stuff this morning for the London game, and they were talking about the firing of Salah and everything, and we're saying, going by the comments from the players and everything, his message was getting tired.
I asked you that, Kevin. I said to you last week, when does his message wear thin?
Mhm.
This is
You
not a
know,
winning team.
you had a player on offense, a star player on offense and a star player on defense. Both say, yeah, at some point you got to be accountable.
Yeah,
You can't. We're tired of hearing the same thing over and over and over again.
yeah,
Now, who are you referring to?
yeah. You know what, Kevin?
Each other, the coaching staff? Who are you talking about?
It started getting to the point with me with Salah, and I'm gonna make a few jokes here because I don't know how else to do it. And I said to you, he was like the coach in the Bad News Bears. They just needed a face out there to talk to the media, the handsome guy to talk to the media and let everyone else think he was coaching when he wasn't.
And he was a different guy. Look at the guy that we got from San Francisco. And
Yeah.
I mean, and this is the guy we've seen the last few games.
Well, I heard somebody say New York and coaching this team sucked the life out of him. But who's
Yeah,
to
well,
blame? Who's to blame? Who's to
crappy
blame? You
QBs.
know
I
what?
don't know.
Let me say something, Kevin, and I'm a Jet fan. You know this. When we first signed him, we were pumped. We were like, we finally got a coach. Rah, rah, rah. And I'm going to say this to you, Kevin. Him running the stairs back then in week 1, week 2, week 3, that was cute. There's my coach,
Yeah, it
my
was a
muscle strong,
yeah.
Mr.
You're right.
Clean Look coach
Yeah,
running the stairs. My coach could kick your coach's ass. It was cute, all right? But when you're not winning ball games and you're still running stairs, it's no longer cute.
and it becomes non-cute really fast when
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
losing. Yeah,
So when some Jet fan rips me because I said I'm tired of him running the stairs, being there coaching. Well, coaching is done Monday through Saturday. No, it's not.
no, it's
Coaching is
not.
done 7 days a
A
week,
week,
52 weeks a
24/7,
year.
24/7.
You think Super Bowl winning coaches go home? This is why when they win, they say, I like to thank my wife for holding it
Yeah,
together, for
yeah.
running the household, for allowing me to be away to do what I needed to do.
The stories of the good coaches that sleep in their offices, that
Exactly. Exactly. Whether it was a fake movie, prefabricated movie, I still always go back to the scene in Invincible where the Vimeo character is looking over the depth chart. This is the season he hasn't started. He's racking his brains about putting Papali on the team, and the wife comes to deliver him a burger so he could eat something while he's racking his brains over who's on the week 1 roster.
and but I mean, it's all part of what surrounds us for years and everything. Like this guy, how stupid is Hassan Reddick? How stupid is this guy?
Oh, I don't even want to talk about him because now we're starting to see. Here's one thing. He's a nutcase, but you know what? We always hear Joe D. Oh, he's fleecing everyone. Oh, the Eagles, that's his old organization. Let
What a
me tell you
stupid
something.
trade! What a
The
stupid trade!
Eagles stuck it to Joe Douglas big time.
What a stupid trade!
They stuck. The Eagles knew. They knew what was going. That's what they wanted to get rid of this man, and they stuck
Guys,
it to you, Joe D. And now you're
yeah,
stuck with him.
guy's a head case.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. When was the last time you heard about a star player like that? His agency dumping him.
Yeah, but now you're hearing rumors that he had guys threaten his business partner because he owed him a few dollars or whatever that story is.
And there's also a story that his agents, okay,
Uh-huh.
and the Jets had worked out a 1 year deal for him
Yeah. Yeah,
where
he
he
declined.
where he would recoup all the fine money
Yeah. Yeah, I heard a few.
and still get paid
Yeah,
and still be able to get paid again next year.
yeah.
And he
I
turned
heard
it down. He turned it down.
I heard this was the third deal that he turned down that the agents and the Jets worked out.
That's why I mean, how long is an agency going to put up with that? They're going to
No,
say, you know
exactly,
what?
because then we know it because then there's other talent out there going, I'm not playing. They can't get this man signed and he's awesome. How are they gonna get me signed? Or how am I gonna work for them? But now you're starting to hear that Hassan's a bit of a nutcase and may never play in this league again. Although there'll be some team out there next year who gives him a shot,
I mean,
But wow.
at this point, stay away, dude.
Yeah, the Jets don't need that headache. We're
No,
enough
no, no,
of,
no, no, no.
you know? Yeah.
Work on a trade for Devontae, which I heard now it's another
Well,
circus.
Well, Kevin, it's always going to go back and forth. I know. Didn't Antonio Pierce come out a couple of days ago and said, no, he's not going to trade. He's going to finish here as a
Yeah,
Raider.
as soon as he's healthy, he's gonna play.
The thing is, and I said this to you, Kevin, but no one ever wants to listen to me. Well, all these are guys, they all have their ends. I told you the Raiders were going to wait till after week 6 for two reasons. One, he's healthy and he can play again. And two, the most desperate teams are going to come calling.
Hmm.
If the Saints lose this week, this Sunday, they might be a little more desperate now. Now, I don't know. Supposing Devontae already came out and said he does not want the Saints at all. He'll
Yes, yes,
retire before
yeah,
he'll
yeah,
even go to the Saints.
yes, yes.
The question is if the Jets beat Buffalo this week, are the Jets now still as desperate, or is Buffalo desperate more and throws more to them? The Raiders are going to wait to see where the sky is falling and who's willing to give up the most.
Hmm.
Because the
Well, yeah,
Buccaneers is their
of course.
property.
Yeah, of
So
course.
for Jet fans, and I'm sorry, like I don't know a lot about football, but for Jet fans all on X to think this trade was going to happen within 24 hours, that's not how it
Well,
works.
everybody was listening to Adam Schefter,
That's not how it works.
which another hilarious one. He said, what was it last Sunday or whatever? 24 to 48 hours. This is going to happen. This is going to
Yeah,
happen by Tuesday.
yeah.
Well, where are you
Because
getting your information from? And then
well, he
these guys. Sometimes I think these guys don't know any more than you and I.
no, and we've always said that. And listen, I'm not going to take anything away from Adam Schefter. He's great. So
No, of course,
so
yeah,
out of 100 times he makes a prediction, This was one he got wrong. So what is he wrong? Like 10%? Whatever. I'm not even going to go in there with Adam Schefter. Us as Jet fans had to realize, I think sometimes Jet fans are delusional. You and I included. Like they say, oh, we want Devontae Adams, and the Raiders are just gonna say, here you go. No, the Raiders know what they're sitting on.
Yeah,
They're
sure.
gonna wait. And let me tell you something, Kevin. If Pittsburgh, I think Pittsburgh plays this week. If they lose this week and then lose the
Pittsburgh
following week to the
Pittsburgh
Jets,
plays Pittsburgh plays the Raiders.
okay? So you know what? Let's say Pittsburgh loses this week. The Raiders might hold on to him even more because if the Pittsburgh loses to us, does that make them out of it or even more desperate and say we're going to throw more stuff at the Raiders? So they're sitting in a pot of gold. They're going to wait to see who the richest team is.
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
question is it the Jets or is it Buffalo after Monday night?
We
If
shall
we
see.
win, we're 3-3. They're 3-3. Who's the most desperate team now?
Good question. Good question. But I think Devontae has to push a little bit too if this is where he wants to go and play with his buddy.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
got to push a little bit.
And are we hearing any push on that? Like, are we hearing it's Jets or bust? It's Jets or bust?
I
No,
mean,
because I think
he
the allure.
originally said Saints Jets, Saints
Yeah,
Jets, Saints
yeah.
Jets.
And now we're hearing if it's the Saints, he's not going there. Now that might have to do more with Derek Carr, his buddy
Getting
being
injured, yeah,
benched.
absolutely,
Exactly.
absolutely,
But let me
absolutely.
tell you something. If the Saints lose this weekend, right? I think the Saints are on the schedule. I have the
Yes,
schedule in
they
front of
are.
me,
Yes, they
right?
are.
If the Saints lose this weekend, how long is the Saints coaches going with Rattler? Carr might be back on the field and announced he's the starter on Monday, and now maybe the Saints are back in the mix. And now they say to themselves, all right, Carr's back. Let's get him the final weapon and let's run with this. Let's give the Raiders what they want, you know?
Hmm.
Is
Hmm. Yeah,
Buffalo going to be desperate enough losing to us on Monday night to say, you know what? We need Devontae to beat this team. Are the Jets going to be desperate enough if they lose Monday night at 2-4? Or is Woody going to say, you know what, I'm riding this out. This team, I gave this team enough weapons to do what they want. I'm not putting in another weapon. You know?
you go 2-4, you're in trouble.
Yeah, because then you have to go, what's it, 2-4, 6 games, 11. Then you really much have to go 10-1, 9-2 the rest of the way.
Yes,
You pretty much have to go 9-4 the rest of the way now with 3 losses.
you win tomorrow night. You're 2-0 in the division,
Yeah,
right? And I mean, that's like, I mean, you beat the ones that are the ones that are in the way. Dolphins aren't in the way. The Bills are in the way.
yeah. Kevin, for me, hold, give me a second. They're 2-3. By the bye week, the worst this team could be is 8-4. If we're 8-4, we got a shot. We're gonna go.
Yeah, I
Anything
think
worse
so
than
too.
8-4, I don't know if 7-5 is good enough. I don't know if 7-5 is good enough. Now, Seattle doesn't seem to be the team we thought they were. Jacksonville doesn't seem to be the team we thought they were. So there is some hope after the bye. The schedule gets
Right.
even easier after the bye.
Yes.
You know?
Listen, I had them winning. You got to win these games. These are
Yeah,
big games. You got to win them.
yeah, yeah. No, I agree. I agree with you, Kev.
You
I
know that
agree.
still sticks in me that Denver game at the end is going to come back to haunt them.
Yeah. And listen, even that last interception on that drive to try to tie up the game against the Vikings might come back to haunt them.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
it is what it is. It is
It
what it
is.
is.
Listen,
Welcome to Jetland.
you win tomorrow night, it all goes away.
Yeah, yeah. But Kevin, if they win tomorrow night and they're tied for first or percentage points ahead, they can't think they're going to put their helmet down in Pittsburgh because that defense will slap them around.
Yes.
Because that's a defense who could win with 6 field goals.
There's that word again, accountability. Stay
Yeah,
accountable.
yeah,
There are no laid down games. There are no layups. There are no, I mean, what the hell are you thinking? This is the NFL, man.
And you've always said it, and I know we go back and forth on what player or what coach said this. You treat the first four games like preseason, okay? Well, in this case, we'll give the Jets the first five games. We saw what could be, and we saw what we don't want it to be. Now
Mhm.
the season starts tomorrow. It's a
Yep.
12-game season. Go out and win 9 out of the 12 games.
Listen, you're at home on a Monday night. You got first place on the line. Show up. Show up. Because we've seen year after year, game after game, where in this situation, you don't show up.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, we'll see. I got faith in Ulbrich to have them fired up.
They should be fired, but these are grown men. Be fired up. This fan base is fired up. This fan base is fired up about being 3 for 3 if it happens because
Yeah.
we're so hungry and we're so behind this team. How are these players not fired up?
We live for games like this tomorrow night, but we've always been disappointed. Always. Hopefully that changes.
Do you know Monday could go down as one of the greatest sports days, one of the greatest sports
Yes.
days in New York
Yes.
history, or it could go
Absolutely.
down as one of the worst. We could
Worst.
see the Mets, Yankees, and Jets all win Monday night, or we could see them all
Yep.
lose Monday night, and we're sitting here Tuesday pulling
And
our
the
hair out as I already
and the,
did with this
and the
friggin'
big
Jet team.
apple and the big apple is rotten.
Yeah, you know? Yeah, it's all been said, Kevin. It's all been done. This team knows it's all out in front of them. The
Yep.
news, life after Salah. That's what we're going to call this season now. Life after Salah. We have to
Yes.
see where this team is going to go in the next 12 weeks. It's all in front of them. It starts tomorrow night at 8:20.
And I'm happy we get Morgan Moses back.
Yep,
Yep.
yep.
That's a
That could be big.
huge.
Yeah,
No, that's huge
yeah, yeah.
because I mean the left side of the line has held up pretty good, but last week, if you watch the right side,
Yeah.
wasn't that
Once
great?
Morgan Moses went down, I feel like the run blocking went to crap.
Went to shit. Yep.
Yep,
I agree.
went to crap.
So I mean, that's it. Nothing else to say, brother. Comes
Yeah,
down to Monday night.
yeah, yeah. I guess we'll make our picks and call it a day on this
Yeah.
one. What else can we say? It's got to
Nothing.
get done. There's another coach, another message, another game on the line. Show you're a team that wants this. Show you're hungry. Show the fan base you care. Go out there and put a smackdown on this team tomorrow night.
Again, we always lose this game. Always. Always. Prime time, first place, division right. We always lose this game at home.
Yeah, so Kevin, let's say we do lose this game. What is your feeling as a Jet fan? Because you know there are going to be fans out there who's saying, give this coach some time. It was only his first game. You got to expect that. You got to expect that. What do we
No,
do if we lose
see, I
this game?
think the opposite. I think the opposite. I think if you're going to win, you got to start tomorrow night. You got to start tomorrow night. This team should be fired up with a new coach.
Yeah.
That's my feeling. And I mean, usually I was looking at some stat where usually when there's an interim coach and a coaching change made, the first game is always they win. And then it falls off after that, usually.
We'll see, because don't forget the year Gruden was fired and they brought in, I forgot, John Viscon, I forgot the guy's name, the coach's name, and they went to the playoffs that year. They rallied behind him and all the negativity that was coming out of Raider facility, and they rallied behind him. So let's see. Even when Antonio Pierce took over last year, I
I was
believe, for
just
the
going to say
Raiders,
Pierce. Yeah.
and I have a few Raider fans who might want to come on just to talk to us. We got to see about getting them on. I'm also
Okay.
hoping to have a Steeler guest or two next week. I got to reach out, and it's got to start tomorrow, Kevin. The season for us Jet fans starts tomorrow. It's a
And
12-game season,
back to
nine
the
and three.
classics. Back to
Yeah,
the classic
yeah,
tomorrow, right?
yeah,
So
yeah. 12-3. That the 12 games left. We got to go at least 9-3, 8-4 at the worst, because the division's not that strong, and we gotta take it from here. We
I
got to.
agree. I
We
agree.
cannot fall to 2-4 and say give them a chance, and we have to give them a chance. I know 2-4.
Listen, you fall to 2-4 tomorrow night with a division loss
Yeah,
against the division leader, and then you fall 2 games behind.
yeah, yeah,
Your season's in trouble.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. I agree. Agree.
And with that, we make our picks in the league where they play for pay.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. I'm going to start off with the 1 o'clock games. And who do you have? Washington, who is playing hot ball right now. They are looking really
Out of their
good.
minds, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you like Washington over Baltimore, or do you have Baltimore at home?
To outright win, I can't go against Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson at home. No, give me the Ravens.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, and that's when Washington will show up and like it'll be the upset of the day, of course. But who you got?
I got Baltimore only because this game's at home.
Right, right. If it was in Washington, totally different story.
But I think Washington's going to make it a lot tougher than people think. I
Oh
don't think
yeah,
this is going to be a cakewalk. I
no, not
don't
by
think
any
it's going to
means.
be a cakewalk. Arizona versus Green Bay.
In Green Bay, I got to take the Packers.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm with you on that one. I think I'm with you on that one.
Got to.
I mean, is this the upset special this week? Houston going to New England, or is New England pretty much cooked? Are they done? Does Houston win this one?
I think New England keeps it close, maybe because of the
Yeah,
defense, but in the end, you got to take the Texans.
yeah,
How
I'm
can
with
you?
you.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm with you. Tampa Bay going to New Orleans. Who do we have? New Orleans starting a new
No,
quarterback.
yeah, no Derek Carr. Hmm.
It's a home game for the Saints.
Baker and Mike Evans, everything on the line. Let's go. Boy.
I
I'm gonna
like
take the Buck.
Tampa in this
Yeah,
one.
I'm gonna take the Bucks. Yep.
Yeah. Cleveland at Philly.
Cleveland. Come on. Give me the Eagles. How overrated and everything is that guy, Deshaun Watson? Holy crap. What the hell happened to you, dude?
Kevin,
Talk about talk about a rotten deal.
I know. I know. Yeah. And
So who
he
you
also had
got?
to sit out,
Browns,
right? Didn't he
Eagles?
also sit out a year?
Yes.
That it's hard. Like Le'Veon Bell never recovered.
Nope.
He never recovered. Hassan Reddick's probably never gonna recover. It's hard to
I
sit out a
I heard
year.
he's thinking about retiring. That's the
Oh,
last thing I saw. Reddick.
goodbye. Let him go.
Yeah,
He's in
see ya.
enough trouble. He might have to retire. Anyway, are we both taking Philly on this one?
Yes.
Okay. I heard Tennessee's going back to Levis today. So do you got Tennessee at home to beat the Colts? I don't. I have the Colts.
Flacco playing today?
I think so. I think
Give me,
so.
give me the Colts.
Okay. The Chargers at the newly hot Denver Broncos up in Denver. Denver has now won what? Three in a row? Two in a row? I don't even remember. They beat
Yeah, I don't
Tampa,
remember
right?
either.
They beat us.
Well, they're gonna make it another one in a row. Bo Nix touchdown. Give me the Broncos.
Wow, you got the Broncos. All right.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Oh, mainly because of the coaching staff. I mean, I
Coaching
know
staff.
Chargers got Harbaugh, but Peyton and I think Peyton and our buddy, Coach Westhoff, are
Yeah.
starting to
Yeah. I'm
together.
going to disagree with you, but the Chargers are coming off a bye. I'm going to take the Chargers.
First,
Steelers at the Raiders. Uh-oh. Does that trade go down at 4-10 and the Steelers walk away with him? Does Tomlin get in
oh,
Devontae's ear and whisper some sweet nothings to him on the sideline? Who do you got, Kevin? Steelers or the Raiders?
give me the Steelers.
All right. I too am taking the Steelers as well. This one's an easy one for me. Atlanta at Carolina. I got the Falcons.
Yes.
Cousins is playing well.
Yep.
And
I
here's the
mean,
good one. This is going to be a good one. I like this game. I kind of wish this was the prime time game. I don't know why they didn't switch it out. Detroit at Dallas.
good game, right?
Yeah, I
Good
like
game.
Detroit. I'm coming right out and say I like everything Dan Campbell's doing. I like the fact that Aaron Glenn, an ex-Jet, is coaching that defense. I know some people say the
Yep.
defense, but I like everything about that team. I'm going to take Detroit over Dallas.
I agree. I agree. Jerry going to be pacing the sidelines down there tonight?
Oh yeah. And a primetime game, I'm not going to be watching because my Mets are on. Who do you like? Do you like the Giants at home to beat the Bengals? Because I sure do.
Yes. Big upset.
Yep. Yep. And in the Monday night shocker, first place on the line, we're taking our Jets, you and I.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
There you go. There you go. So basically that's it, Kevin. We'll be screaming at our TV, screaming in the stands, yelling for Ulbrich, our new coach. It's, LAS, life after Salah. It all starts tomorrow. Let's see where this team goes.
And I
Let's
mean,
see.
Jet fans, you, me, everybody else, enjoy this. Win or lose tomorrow night. When was the last time we were playing for first place on national TV on a
Yeah,
Monday night?
yeah,
Enjoy
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. We might not be saying this again all season. Let's
No,
hope not.
right, right.
Let's hope not. Yeah, enjoy it. Let's
Enjoy
see.
it. Enjoy the
Yeah,
hype. Watch all the stuff tomorrow night and everything. Enjoy it.
yep, yep.
So, and with
All
that,
right.
enjoy the games today,
I
and
will. I will.
we'll see everybody after the game Monday night. When
Yep.
we coming on, you want to come on Tuesday?
Yeah, sounds
Give
good.
our
Yeah,
give our
definitely.
take.
Yeah,
Hopefully, we'll be in first place.
yeah.
We'll all celebrate. We'll all have smiles on our
Miles. Yeah.
face. All right.
Yep.
All right, you guys. Have a great day. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you later. Good job. Ah.